Hello and welcome to Studying Esther Mahlangu, Drawing the Ndebele House. So last time we took some notes while studying Esther Mahlangu's work, and today we're going to put it all together. So for materials, you'll need a large sheet of paper, pencil, marker, and a ruler, and something to color with. Markers or crayons are fine. So go ahead and gather your stuff and pause the video until you're ready. Hopefully you got all your stuff. So we're going to start out with a ground line, a horizontal line that goes across our paper. That's going to be the ground. Then I'm going to do the basic shape of the house with a rectangle shape, but I'm going to leave the top empty. In the middle, up top, I'm going to make a dot, and then I'm going to have two diagonal lines that come down just to the top of the rectangle. There we go. Next, I'll add a little door in the middle. I'm going to use a rectangle for that. And then I'm going to add a panel next to the door. It's going to be another little rectangle, same height as the door, and it's going to be a little bit skinnier or narrower. And it will be short enough that it won't touch the ground. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. Make my horizontal line here. There we go. Now I've got two good rectangles on either side of my door, and I'm going to draw a vertical line down the middle with an arrow at the top, a chevron at the bottom. And those will help me remember these are vertical rectangles. Next, I'm going to do a horizontal one over top of these three shapes. So I'm going to start right here, lined up right there with my first rectangle. I'm going to bring my horizontal line all the way over to the other one. There we go. There's the bottom. And I just need one more line. I'll straighten this out real quick. Good thing I'm using pencil. There we go. Then I'll add another horizontal line in the middle of that rectangle and put my arrows pointed to the sides. So now we've got our three rectangles. Let's fill in some more space with a large rectangle here. This one's going to be the same height as that first one. And I'm going to bring it just to the edge of this. I don't want to go past that rectangle. This one will have a side right there. And now it's time to put the top on. See, it's the same level as my other horizontal rectangle. So I'll do the same thing on the other side, making sure not to go past my other shapes. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to fill in these shapes with some patterns. I'm going to turn the top of my large rectangles into small horizontal rectangles, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom. There we go. I want to put a different kind of pattern in here. I'm going to do a zigzag line here. And because in Ndebele art they like to have symmetry, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Symmetry means the same on both sides. And then for the bottom rectangle, I'm going to split that into two squares. Add some diagonal lines. Turn those squares into triangles. Now I want to add the top of the roof here. So I'm going to put a vertical line in the middle, and on the side I'm going to make some diagonal lines that echo my roof shape. But as they get closer to the vertical line, they become more vertical. So diagonal, 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 a little bit vertical, a little bit vertical, vertical. There we go. Next I'm going to add a wall that comes behind the house, It's going to come out from the side like that and have some stairs. Stair line. There we go. And in the sky, I can put a circle that could be a sun or a moon. And there we go. We have our basic house. Let's make sure we write our name on our paper. I put the date too. Next, I want to take a closer look at these patterns. I want to add some lines. So you can see here I'm adding some echo lines to my zigzag to make that Ndebele zigzag pattern. I'm adding some more diagonal lines on the bottom too. So now I have more triangles. I'm going to try to follow the same steps on the other side. There we go. Now, in my long horizontal rectangle, I'm going to add some chevrons. And that center line is helping me make them correctly. You might want to add a shape in the middle or something. That's up to you. I'm going to put a rhombus here. Excuse me. Over here, I'm going to do some more rhombuses. There we go. So I end up with 3 rhombuses on that side. And if you're having trouble, you find that you make a mistake or something, that's okay. Just hold up, use your eraser. You can fix any mistakes right now because we're just using a pencil. There we go. Remember, in the Ndebele culture, it's very important to try and get your lines nice and straight, nice and pristine. All right, so next we're going to be adding marker. So if you've got your black marker, you can pause the video and trace over your lines. You should end up with something kind of like this. Now, in the next lesson, I'm going to be adding color, but if you feel like you're ready to move ahead with that, you can do that now. I'm trying to choose colors that mean something to me, and I went ahead and made my sky yellow and orange, kind of like a sunset, some orange clouds. You can make yours as complicated or as simple as you want. I hope you have something that you're proud of, and I can't wait to see what you make. Bye for now.